This week on Kentucky Afield. A kid's first hunt is something they'll always remember, and the fast flying, fast shooting action of a dove hunt is hard to beat. Next, Kentucky is home to some amazing rivers, and we're floating what might be the best of them.
You got a brook trout?
Yeah, how about that, baby?
Then, get your big rod ready. We're throwing the A-rig at Laurel Lake. It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl.
Hey, boy. That's a big rabbit.
Nice job. Yes! Yes! My first muskie.
Mercy, Leo.
Yeah, look at it. It's a keeper.
Here it goes. Boom!
Wow, that happened fast.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. What can be more exciting than taking a limit of 15 doves? Watching a young person take their first dove. So the number one, very first thing today is safety. I know it's your very first dove hunt, and I'm super excited for both of you. So this ought to be a lot of fun. So Nolan, you sit here, and we're gonna walk down. Look, there's one flying out of the tree right there. There's another one. Two more flying out of the tree.
Let's pretend that a bird's coming by.
All right, do I turn safety off for this
Leave
one?
the safety on for this, but all right, look, there's a bird right there. Okay, now I would stand up, okay? I would stand up, now follow it, okay? Now look, folks are down there, so you can never shoot beyond, even close to the road, okay?
Okay.
Your field of shooting, listen, your field of shooting is right out here, okay?
Okay.
Never go low, and never go in that direction where other people are, okay?
Okay.
Safety is on. So you know before you shoot, you gotta put your finger right there and push, and then you can shoot. It'll only shoot once. And then you gotta go, and then it'll take your finger off, and then pull the trigger and it'll shoot again. And it'll shoot up to 3 times, and then we gotta load it again.
Let's pretend again. All right, bird over here.
That's an eagle.
Listen, bird over here.
Where?
Get ready. That's good. Now, that's good. Now, is the safety red or black?
Black.
Why do you have different ones than me?
Well, it's a different gun. Yours is a 20 gauge. All 20 gauge shells, always, no matter where you go, 20 gauge shells are yellow. So the green shell is a 12 gauge. It won't fit in your gun. So, but you always know that you only pick up the yellow ones.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a caterpillar.
No, they're not coming this way. Wait, that one is. That one is.
That's a dragonfly.
I see one.
Where?
Right there.
I think that's a dragonfly.
All right, pull the trigger when you get ahead of it. All right, one over here. All right. All right. Remember, cheek on, there's 2, there's 3.
Wait.
Probably
Should I shoot?
too far away. No, too far. But barely, it was real close. If they'd have come in any closer. All right, there's one right there.
Can I shoot?
Yep.
What?
He's getting his money's worth.
What?
Right. Those are us. Go. Pull up. Ready? That was pretty good, Campbell. You flared him. All right, pump it.
What does that mean?
It means you got close. But you missed him.
Now, if you get your first dove today, how you gonna cook it?
Say, grilled, wrapped in bacon, probably dipped in ketchup.
Dipped in ketchup, all right.
Hey, chicken's good dipped in ketchup. Why not dove?
Fair enough. Bird, take safety off, safety off. Get ahead. You got it! First shot.
Let's go get him.
Safety on.
Yeah,
it's already on?
It is.
Heck yeah.
Let's go get it.
Nice job, Nolan! Nolan just got his first dove ever. Did you see that?
Awesome, man.
Got him!
Awesome. Here it is, here it is. Look at that. Awesome job, man. Heck yeah. Very nice.
You're gonna be on my wall someday.
I don't know if it's gonna be on your wall, but definitely be on your dinner plate tonight.
You're gonna be my dinner tonight.
Are you gonna put ketchup on it like you said, or no?
Yep. Yep.
Here comes one, Dad.
Get ready, shoot it. Oh, you almost got it, pump it. Nope, you gotta pump. Oh, there you go.
Did I get it?
No, you missed it, but that's okay. You were close. Right here, get ready. Take your safety off. Oh!
How
Pump
do you?
it, get your finger off.
How?
Get ready. No, no, too far away. Sweet.
Gonna shoot?
Sure.
Get ready. See this bird coming?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Aim. Pump it. Right, here's another one right here. Can you get it? All right, pump it. Get this bird right there. Pump it. Hold on, there's none in there now. You done shot your barrel hot.
No, Dad, I got the rest.
I thought we were gonna have doves on the grill. It's looking kind of like if we get one, we're gonna have to make dove soup. And if we don't hit one, we're gonna have to just have rock soup. You ever had rock soup?
No.
You just put a rock in there and boil it up and eat the broth.
Ew.
Well, better shoot a dove.
All right.
Can I shoot?
Yeah. Get ahead of it. Get ahead of it. Nope.
It's like everything you've ever done. You love sports. You love volleyball, basketball. Were you any good the very first day you played volleyball?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, I don't think so. I saw you as a little kid. It takes a practice. It takes a long time to get good shooting a shotgun. Where's the most beautiful place in the state of Kentucky to go fishing? Well, that depends on who you ask, but Cumberland River has to be near the top. So we're here at Helms Landing, and we're going to try to catch trout today.
This is a great example of a place that you could just walk right down in, get in the water, don't have to get in very deep, and start catching fish.
And we're going to drift down a couple of miles. What species of trout can we expect to catch today?
Well, we got 3 species of trout in the river. We have the rainbows. We also have the browns, of course. And then the brook trout are relatively new to the stream, so it's been a really nice addition.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you taking this today. I brought our entertainment.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
We're in for a good day. This is Tim Sloan. Tim,
Mike, how you doing?
Tim is director of our I&E, and he's got 1 week of work left. So he figured that no better way to do it than this right here.
Fantastic.
And a
I'm glad
word
I
of
could-
warning, I have never caught a trout on a fly rod. I've caught bluegill, I've never caught a trout.
Well, this is a great river to get that trout in for you.
We'll see.
Well, we got you. We got you.
And you got pliers in case I snag Chad.
Yeah, or we got a new earring. One of the two.
Give me an idea of what type of rig we're going to be fishing with here today.
Well, we're going to be using some 5-weight fly rods.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing a tandem rig, so that
Okay.
means we got 2 flies.
Okay.
We're going to put a heavier fly on top, a lighter fly on bottom. We got a pheasant tail-like pattern up on top, has a little biot tail in the back. And then we drop a midge pattern or a pupa pattern underneath that.
So depending on the water depth, you're going to raise this strike indicator up and down, and you've got 2 flies, and they're slightly different,
Yes.
and
yeah.
they're going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 feet deep, right?
Yeah, give or take. And there might be some deeper holes where they might be deeper than 4 feet.
Well, let's go catch a fish.
Absolutely, let's do it, guys.
There you go. Haven't even got the boat launched, and you already caught a trout. You got a brook trout.
Yeah, how about that, baby? That's That's my first brook trout in Kentucky.
There you go.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. You don't think of brook trout when you think of Kentucky, but this is some of the best trout fishing in the whole eastern United States down here.
And you know what the great thing is that we're right here at Helms Landing. You literally just walked in right from the ramp and started catching fish. So you did that and haven't even been in the boat yet, have you?
Well, beginner's luck.
Here we go.
All right, what do you got on?
I believe it's a brookie, but I'm not sure.
And probably bigger than mine, because that's
No,
just how
he's
you
not
are.
very big. Pretty exciting though. So this one's smaller than yours.
Oh, that's good. Let's keep it that way. I appreciate that.
It's a brown trout. Little bitty one. I think we've only got about 2.5 hours before they open the generators. We might want to get started, head to the boat. It's your chariot.
Yeah, guys, could you go a little faster? I appreciate it. Oh yeah, if I'd known you could do this, I'd eat more.
There you go. Look at that thing.
So on bigger fish, you want to make sure to let them run a little bit. Using this light fly line, if you pull too hard, it's going to snap or you're just going to rip that small hook right out of its mouth. So he did a real nice job.
You don't want to fight them to exhaustion.
You know, even if they do get really tired, and especially with our big fish that we have to fight for a while, once we get them in the net, we always make sure to revive them in the net before letting them go. And then when that fish swims out of the net by itself, then we know we got a healthy release.
Here we go.
All right.
I believe this is number 2, species number 2 out of my Grand Slam today.
No, it's not. You got 2 browns.
2 browns. What do you know? I figured there's no way I can catch 2 brown trout that size. See, Tim, that's why you get a guide. They net the fish for you.
Absolutely. I get
Thank
them
you,
just
sir.
to untie my tangles. It's people like me the reason there's not more guides.
So Tim, you've had a very interesting career with Fish and Wildlife because you actually served in several divisions.
I have. I started out as a summer aide in fisheries. I was a creel clerk. I was a fisheries technician. I was a fisheries biologist. Then I moved over to wildlife division and I was an endangered species biologist. Then I was head of the non-game and endangered species program, and then I ended up in the division of information and education.
Previous host, Tim Farmer, you guys worked in the same boat together.
I was a biologist and he was a fisheries technician, and we worked together in fisheries. And Rick Hill, who's our department artist, was also a fisheries technician, and we all worked together, and eventually we all ended up in the division of information and education, which was kind of nice for us.
Oh.
All right.
That thing said, I'm out of here. See you later.
And it is your first rainbow. That's a nice size rainbow right there. As far as thickness, she's really heavy.
All right, guys, if you don't mind catching this fish that's always right here.
I don't know, I can't handle him.
Too big to be caught.
Get his head out like you said.
Good job.
All right.
That's a pretty fish. It's gonna be
Nice,
close to 15
pretty
inches.
rainbow. Yeah, it's pushing that slot, that's for sure. I'd say it's probably just under.
Oh, come on, Mike.
I think it's
This
just
is
over.
TV, man.
Just over.
You're supposed to add length and weight.
Tim, what point in time did the Department of Fish and Wildlife and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service decide that trout in Cumberland River tailwaters would be a good idea?
When they built the lake, it changed the temperatures, and so the warm water fishery was eliminated down here. And so they built that federal hatchery to mitigate the effects. And then, of course, it's a partnership with the Department of Fish and Wildlife. We have biologists like Dave Dreves that have done an awful lot of work on this river and, you know, created one of the best trout fisheries in eastern United States.
Nice. You're on fire now.
That's a better one.
That's a pretty one, yeah. That's a really good fish right there. you're someone who's liked to fly fish, fly fish for a long time, but predominantly creeks and streams fishing for smallmouth and things like that. Now you're getting down here and catching some nice trout on them. That's pretty awesome.
It is, I gotta say, it's pretty great.
So that fish is in the slot. That one's over 15. So we would not be able to keep this fish if we were keeping fish.
Now you're catching fish too big to keep, Tim.
Well, I think it's got more to do with Mike telling me every move to make, tying on my flies,
I didn't
choosing
say
my
anything
flies.
about that one. That was all you.
See, the thing is that I'm fishing in front of this vacuum cleaner and getting
Shoot.
all of them.
I think what it is I've turned off bigger fisheries than this. Kiss of death Sloans who you're fishing with.
You've been with the department just about all your working life, right?
I really have. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, there you go. No regrets at all.
No, absolutely not. Every job I've had in the department has been the best job. I've enjoyed all of them.
My sweater is on and the lake temperatures are cooling. That means it's time to start thinking about the Alabama rig. The A-rig, the Alabama rig, the umbrella rig. It got extremely popular 5 or 6 years ago. And now if you're tournament fisherman, you obviously know what it is because you better have one on during most parts of the year.
That is the thing about the Alabama rig is this time of year, and sometimes even in the fall, if you don't have one at least tied on, you are truly at a disadvantage. And that's not necessarily even in the state of Kentucky. That's really anywhere that you have a population of shad in the lake.
That's right. And I'll tell you, it can be intimidating because there's a lot of pieces and parts and everything has to go together to make this work.
There is. You have not just one bait, you have an umbrella rig, you have heads, you have baits, and so everything has to work together. And even then, you can't just throw it on any rod or reel. So there's a lot of different things going on that make a successful Alabama rig setup or one that's not.
This is probably the most important part of it right here. You really want to use 60 to 80 pound braid.
Yeah, 50 to 80, anywhere in there. You're gonna get this hung. It's got 5 hooks on it. I don't know about you, but me, that's a good amount of money tied up in this. I want that braid so I can make sure I can get this back.
Really, this is the first component. As you can see, it's got a way to attach it. It's got some wires. It's got little spinner blades that swim on there. This one has 5. Now, after that, you've got hooks. Obviously, with your hooks, you can have all the different sizes of hooks as well as weights as well.
As far as weights go, just from my personal experience, around here, whether you're fishing from 10 to 20 foot water, this I think you've got 1/8 ounce. That seems to be about the best, is 1/8 as far as fishing it in varying water depths.
And of course, you have your swim baits. These are the 3.8s and they're ribbed. Now you're throwing one that's actually got the slick, no ribs, a smaller profile. So it's all preference.
I will say that it often is best to have different colors on that to give a fish something to isolate on that Alabama rig. And more often than not, I would also put the different colors on the bottom or even the middle, as in that's where they'll tend to bite anyways. But so yeah, vary the colors, absolutely.
And so there's no way that you don't have to put these on there any particular way, up or down or nothing. It's just you
No, that is the one thing I will say is that if you do, or if you are going to vary the colors, you'll see that the Alabama rig is going to run like this to the water column. So we have some varying colors on the bottom. And there you go, that's it.
That's it. So this thing here has probably won more bass tournaments in the last 5 years than any other lure.
There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
It's probably got more second and third places too. Now, if you're just a weekend fisherman and you want to catch more fish, this is also a great technique. Just give it out there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. It's a great technique, and that's one other thing. There's no really wrong way to fish it. For the most part, it's a chunk and wind. Just a nice, slow, steady retrieve is going to be the ticket.
We'll talk a little more about how to cast it once we get out in the water, but I think that's our next step. Let's get this boat in the water and go out there and see what we can't catch on this thing.
Oh, there's one. Smallmouth.
Nice fish. And let's see what color he hit.
Which one did he hit? Oh, he hit the, well, he's got 2. We'll call it the jackal.
Yeah.
Nice, pretty smallmouth.
Very pretty fish. So Drew, what time of year do you like and what type of water conditions do you like to fish the Alabama rig the most?
Ideally, it's going to be February through April, depending on what kind of year we're having this year. It's been kind of unseasonably warm, so we've kind of spring forwarded things forward. There's two things. Water temperature somewhere between 48 and 55 probably is prime for the Alabama rig. And then another thing is, you know, we're down here at Laurel. The first thing when we got down here, we're kind of hunting some more stained water. So you don't want crystal clear water, but at the same time, you don't want mud. And this right here is a kind of nice in between. That's prime ingredients to have a really good day of fishing with Alabama rig.
Which one that one hit? Same one?
Same one as the last one.
I may have to put 10 of that same exact bait on mine. We showcased, you know, the line and putting the rig together. Tell me a little bit about the equipment that is best for throwing this technique.
So one part is the reel. I want a reel that I'm not going to trash it by throwing an Alabama rig. So I'm going to buy a reel that can stand up to that. He's foul hooked. And the second thing is having the right rod. You know, whenever we're loading this up, you need a rod that, one, has a lot of power. You can throw 2 to 5 ounces, but at the same time has a tip to where I can get some accuracy with it. I can lay it softly in the water.
Well, we got about another hour before dark. The big fish ought to come up here and feed in a minute. Let's try to put a big one in the boat. What do you think?
I'm game with that. There's one. Good one, too. Oh, God, what a largemouth.
Big fish.
Bring it this way.
Nice. Look at the belly on that thing.
Oh.
We've been out fishing around, running around and trying to find some stained water, and we thought, you know what? With this evening coming and the sun being down, maybe we can get on the main lake. Look at that belly on that fish.
It's been eating a few shad.
Yeah, it's been eating them 5 at a time, it looks like.
He got more than one of them.
That's a really good fish. So there you go. You talk about A-rig fish, this big piece of wire coming through, a big smart fish won't hit it. There you go. There's a 4-pounder. So if you're looking to catch more fish and you've never tried the Alabama rig, it's a good technique to put in your arsenal. Put that in your tackle box. Make sure you get the right gear to throw it. You might ultimately have some of the best days of fishing your entire life when the conditions are right.
If you can hit that window when the water and the weather and everything is lined up for the Alabama rig, I mean, it will show you amazing things.
Yeah. Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Here we have Samantha and John Sharon. Samantha here has a nice walleye, and John has himself a catfish. Nice job. Now here's a unique catch. This is William Kingdollar, who's holding a sturgeon that was caught by his wife, Michelle. This fish was immediately released. Nice job. Here's a nice, healthy largemouth bass caught by Margaret Thomas. It was caught in Livingston County and released. Nice job. Here we have Zoe Tomey with a nice bluegill. She's sitting here in her UK blue, holding a nice sized bluegill that was caught in Bullock County. Nice job. Here we have a nice deer taken by Caleb Gorell. This was his first ever buck taken in Henderson County. Nice job. This is a bass caught by Nolan Hayes from a pond in Laurel County using his own handmade topwater popper. Nice job. Here we have Danny Corbett holding a nice largemouth bass that was caught in McNeely Lake in Jefferson County. Nice job. Check out this largemouth bass. It's over 25 inches long, caught by Dalton Moon. Nice job. Here is a trophy flathead catfish from the Ohio River, caught by Lonnie Sullivan of Jeffersonville, Indiana. Nice job. Here's Lillian Graves of Lexington, Kentucky. She caught and released her largest bass ever on her own rod and reel. Nice job. Here we have Brayley Jo Hill, who's 2 years old. She's been red ear fishing with her pop-pop in Basswood Lake in Hancock County. Nice job. Here we have Richard House with a really impressive largemouth bass. Congratulations. Here's a nice striper caught by Dennis Ballard of Louisville. This striper was 27 pounds and caught in the Cumberland River. Nice job. Do you have a hunting or a fishing photo that you'd like to share? Well, Kentucky Afield is now accepting emailed photos of the ones that didn't get away. We will no longer accept photos sent through the mail. Email your photo to us at kyafield.ones@ky.gov. This is the time of year that just about every single weekend presents a new opportunity for deer hunting. Make sure you have your firearm sighted in and ready. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.
More Kentucky Afield is available at your fingertips. Whether by smartphone or desktop, you'll find extra tips, photos, even behind-the-scenes video on our social media pages. Join the conversation and stay in the woods or on the water longer when you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Simply search Kentucky Afield on your favorite app.